Hello, my stamping friends. This is Renee Novak at blessedbycards.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States, and I'm here today to share with you a very quick 5-minute card for our weekly Wednesday. And we're going to use the Grateful Blessing stamp set. We're going to use the 2-step stamp for the flowers and the You're Such a Blessing greeting. So let's get started with that card. Here's a card that I created using this technique, and we're going to do this card together today. And like I said, it's a really simple 5-minute card. And we're going to switch it up just a little bit, and we're going to do the black background. We're going to do a Highland Heather, and then we're going to stamp on our white. So the white is 3x4. This is 3 3/4 by 5, and of course our card base. Now all the measurements and the supplies will be available on my blog at blessedbycards.com. So let me grab the supplies that we're going to need for that card. We're going to stamp our greeting in Memento Black ink. And we're going to stamp the flower outline in Memento Black ink. We're going to use the Highland Heather for the inside of our 2-step stamping. And then we're going to also stamp the color with the blend, the little leaves on there. So with our leaves here, we're just going to sauce this up, and we're going to stamp that straight down on this side of the card. And you put a pretty nice pressure on there, and you get that outline. And then we're going to bring in our Highland Heather, and we're going to bring in the stamp that matches that. This is a 2-step stamping, so you stamp the outline, and then you come back in and stamp the other. So you're just going to kind of line it up over your image, and it might be hard for me to do with not getting my head in the camera. And then you just stamp it down on there. Like you see, it's a little harder for me because I couldn't get my head in there. So if that happens to you, don't worry. Just flip it over and try it again. And so we're going to sauce it up so that you can see that second time, and I'm going to try to be over it more directly. And if I get my head in the camera, I apologize for that, but I'm going to sauce that up, and then I'm going to just get that right on top of there so that you can line those top pieces up and then the bottom piece, and then you just stamp straight down on that, and that is much better. So I first lined up the top, and then I turned it to line up the bottom. Okay, and so then the next thing I'm going to do is grab my little blend, and this is Granny Apple Green, and I'm just going to put a little color on those leaves. And looks like I got a little black smudge there, so we'll have to be creative and take care of that. So I am going to bring in my greeting, and we're going to stamp that in black. So I'm just going to sauce that up, get that nice and saucy, and then we're going to just stamp that straight down on that white piece. And that's a beautiful image, and we're going to put that up here so I don't get more black all over everything. And then we're going to bring in our 3 3/4 by 5. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on that, and that is going to go directly on our black card, and that's going to make a nice border for that. And then we're going to again take that liquid glue, and we're going to put it on the back of this. I'm going to try not to get... So if you are like me, you should stamp first in case you need to turn it over like we did today. So stamp first and glue last. And then we're just going to line that right up on there. And then I'm going to just bring in a little bit of bling so that I can cover up my smudge. And we might as well put 3 on here. So let's go with 1 there and maybe another little tiny one right here. So there we go. We covered up the black smudge. And there's our card, and that is a super, super quick card. So that is all I have for our Weekly Wednesday today. Thanks for watching. Again, this is the Grateful Blessing stamp set, which is available online at my blog at blessedbycards.com. So again, thanks for watching, and until next time, be blessed.